What is up? You're watching a hard carry. I'm an endgame player in OSRS with daily show on YouTube, weekday streams on Twitch, some days on the week. And if you're interested in getting better old school, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Come along for the ride with me. We're doing a hard mode learner raid, joined by Deus Iron on the North Freeze roll, Rig on the range roll, X1, X2 on the melee roll, and Potato on the melee roll as well. I always take the lowest KC first, whoever shows up on stream. So if you're interested in joining one of these, just pull up as long as you meet the minimum requirements we've outlined in Discord. It's in the description. We'll take you. I am on the South Freeze roll myself, and let's go ahead and talk about Maiden for a second. For Maiden, if you've been hit twice in a row, you're going to step away and give aggro to someone else. If you get hit 3 times or more, you're going to take a lot of extra damage. If you're freezing, that'd be myself or Deus, we're going to freeze tomatoes so long as it does not make us late for the crabs. Always be able to attack those crabs on the first tick. Don't be attacking right before the crabs spawn. For 30s, for crabs, we're going to be killing them all the way dead. If they reach her, she attacks faster. The room gets really hard. And for 30s, we're going to stay on boss. We're going to kill Maiden before the 30s crabs reach her. Freeze will freeze the crabs and then get on boss. For the North Freeze roll, that's Deus this raid, you're going to be freezing North 1, then North 2, then South 3 to catch everything in the clump, and then all the 4s. Once you've frozen everything, you're going to help out with clearing with any tomatoes that are rolling around. Then you'll help clear the North 1 and North 2 if they're still alive, and then you'll help with the clump if the clump is still alive. And then you'll get back on boss. For the range roll, that's Rig this raid, you're going to kill South 1 all the way dead, then 5 tiles away from the clump, you're going to throw chins at the clump till the clump is dead, and then you'll get back on boss. Make sure your chins are set to medium fuse as well. For X1, X2, and Potato, you're on the melee rolls. You're going to kill North 1 all the way dead, then North 2 all the way dead, and then get back on boss whenever the crabs spawn. If anyone has any questions about the rolls, speak up now. Otherwise, type R in game. Show me you're ready to go.
Should I bring sulfur blades, bank the whip,
Whip is fine if
and
you want to take
mayhem the
whip.
scythe?
And how many
Okay.
black chins would you like for me to bring?
About 25. A little under that
Okay,
if you're
I
not going
brought
to throw any
32.
for pre-fires.
That's fine.
You'll end up
Yeah.
dropping them after, so you don't want to take too many.
Perfect.
Alright.
Yeah.
Once everyone says R, we'll go ahead and pot. I think the Yama pot still. I was doing some Yama recently. Let's go ahead and replace that. I don't want to be potting. No range pot from doing the freeze roll. Double check your spellbook. Make sure you can cast Vengeance if you haven't casted Venge already. It's good stuff. Make your way into the raid.
You just leaked that you're speedrunning Yama.
I've been speedrunning Yama before SRC as well.
Okay.
Make sure you
I
drop
was
your
trying to.
make sure you drop your salve and
Sorry.
nothing else before Maiden.
I was trying to
Ranger
make
will
it so
stay
my
with me
200
on the
AC
south.
was
Everyone else
good.
will be on the north.
Yeah, is anybody Rylosing, or are we doing
One hammer on
Warhammer?
entrance. If you have BGS, you could delay for BGS instead. And spam quick to go in if you're ever against the barrier. Once we enter, we're gonna be hitting the gas the whole raid. Timer starts for kits. If we want kits, we'll have to be quick. Never double spec. Never double spec. Fantastic. Once you get taken 2 hits in a row, make sure you flinch back. Make sure you're dodging the blood all the time. Mage gear on. Augury on. Get ready to freeze. Go and clear your crabs. I'll cover 4s. You're going to be a little late for 4s there. Make sure you're flinching away X1, X2. Don't be taking 3 hits in a row there. Make sure you're recasting Venge if your Venge broke. Oh, we didn't kill that crab all the way dead. We gotta kill the crab all the way dead. I'll cover 4s. Well, dodge the blood. It's really important we dodge the blood in hard mode. It causes tomatoes to spawn. The very first blood throw will always spawn a tomato. Stay on boss for 30s. Remember, do not attack the crabs. Stay on boss. Stay on boss, stay on boss, stay on boss. Use claw spikes if you have them. All freeze 4s. Claw spikes if you have them first. You can chalice a last ditch effort right before the crabs leak. Awesome. Not bad, Maiden. Eat your angler, grab your cell. Into the next room.
I was trying to make it my 200k sequence today with you, but I didn't quite get there.
Could happen. Let's keep going. Go, 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 go. I think someone dropped something inside Maiden, or maybe it's like ammo or something. I don't know what was on the ground there, but there shouldn't be anything on the ground at Maiden. Enter when Bloat's on the opposite side.
Would have me, would never.
If you do these pre-fires like this, make sure you only do one in hard mode because he can turn after 16 ticks, which means you could get ragged if he turns right away. He turned. He turns more often in hard mode. You gotta stay against the pillar, walk along the pillar, run around the corners, never be standing on the corner tile specifically. He could turn again here, be patient. Unlucky turn. Could go down now. Watch your feet, not your XP drops. He did not have a lead void. I made an exception for the one raid. Because we were just our first raid of this stream. Last hit, get out. Don't tank the stomp, don't flinch. As you're going for faster and faster raids, you will start doing those things, but while you're learning, it's more important you keep yourself safe, and you don't lose all your points going into the bloat chest. Walk on the walls, run around the corners. So you're trying to figure out how I got my floor and characters to look like this, exclamation mark plugins will give you a nice plugin guide. He turned. He turns more often in hard mode, don't get caught overextending. Could turn again, we'll see. He turned. Down. Just a casual new checking out the plugins guide. That was made by Help Me RNG, wonderful guy. Last hit, get out. Last hit, get out. Last hit, get out. Don't try to kill him here. Do not try to kill him. If your divine is running out, you can repot it. Back a turn. Recommend using your left hand to control your camera and your right hand to do all your clicks. You don't want to be stuck trying to use your mouse wheel to turn your camera and left click at the same time. It's not a good combination. Rig, keep up. You're going to get hit by flies if you stay too far back. Going down soon. Down. In we go.
I'm using the middle part to turn my camera.
Pair off. Watch your feet. Out we go. Drop your salve, eat your second angler, and grab one shark from the chest. Don't grab anything else. And go. Be quick between rooms. Davis, I'll be taking all the pre-fires for Mage. If there's anything Mage that makes it into room, that's all yours. And then if there's no mages inside the room, I want you to help whichever role's falling behind. Rig, you're going to be ranging the entire time. When the first demi falls down, you're going to throw chins at the outside of the room. That's on wave 10. You're throwing chins at the outside of the room to all three pairs of rangers that spawn. X1, X2, you have the left side of the room. That's the east if your camera's facing south. Potato, you have the right side of the room. That's the west if your camera's facing south. Go ahead and spam click to enter. Make sure you're potted. Nobody swinging a limp scythe, limp sulfur blades, limp whatever. Fully potted. Melee gear on, scythe and Shally. Ranger throws chins. Northeast focus inside the room. Should be good. Make sure you sip a prayer pot if your prayers drop below 60 here before the room starts getting hectic. Keeps your prayer full. Make sure you're avenging as well. 18 West is an important pre-fire. You'll see me often go for it in the learner raids. It ends up under the demi-boss, kills people when they chally it, so we get rid of it. Melee gear on, scythe and chally. Go and look at pillar health. The northeast pillar is really low, so bottom left pillar for cameras facing south. Make sure you're focusing that pillar down, especially if you have the option. Screw your roll, focus pillars first. Look at pillar health, focus on pillars that's low. Don't let the pillar fall. Ignore the big guy, ignore the big guy. Pillars are getting really low. We need to focus pillars, guys. Focus pillars. Make sure you're still venging. Pillars getting really low. I think we made it. Awesome. Do not ping. Show where you're going to stand for the Nilo bus. Let me go ahead and let's go take this guy out. So I'll be standing here. Ranger, you'll be standing here. One guy here, one guy here, one guy here. Ranger stands here. Ow. Make sure you're praying as this guy. Go ahead and take him out. When it's range, we're going to separate. When it's mage, we're going to group up. You can practice on the dummy if you want to. And of course, melee, we'd have to come into melee distance. Pre-move for range. Make sure you're getting your prayer quickly. Group up on Rig. He'll pot share a range pot force if he's got one. One pot share range pot if you got it. Awesome. Maybe. No dice. All right. Make sure you're potted for the boss here.
I did it.
I didn't get it. Maybe I got scammed.
I don't know.
Range away. Quick with your prayers. Move in with mage. In with mage. React if it's melee. Move away for range. React if it's mage. Move in for mage. React if it's melee. Move out for range. React if it's mage. In for mage. React if it's melee.
What a nice boss.
Very humble boss.
Oh, smooth as hell.
That's like the god boss. Out we go. I'll be 1-2. Deus 1-3. Rig 2-3. X1 Phil. Potato 2-3. I mean, a potato backup.
Okay, so I was supposed to. I've never pot shared before, so I
The
apologize.
one that looks like a stam is for everything that isn't a stam. The one that doesn't look like a stam is for a stam.
Oh,
So, it's tragic,
oh
isn't
my
it?
God. Yeah, I clicked on it. Was I
Go ahead and
supposed
fill.
to click on the pot?
We need one fill. Looks like we still need
Filling.
one fill. If someone got there first, it's their
Filling.
I
spot.
hit it.
Sorry,
It's all good. It's all good.
I missed my fill.
Wherever you are right now, that's your home
I-
for the rest of the raid. It's where you're going to be at Zarp. It's where you're going to be
I
at
hit.
P2. It's where you're going to be for yellows. Oh, how do we have 5 people spec here? That's not right. Rig, you're 2-3, I believe.
Oh, 2-3.
Bottom of orb order on the inside is potato. You're going to wait on the third row till everyone else has left you behind. Everyone else, you're part of the maze once you're connected to it right away. Since I'm on the outside, I'm waiting on the third row till it's no longer red. You're part of the maze when you're connected to it. Someone's AFKing. Gotta be quick. Yeah, 2 in your spec roll. That should be myself and Rig. You should have your spec weapon on. Get ready to reduce the defense. If you miss, call it out so someone can fill. I hit mine. If we get balls here, we'll have to make a sandwich. The balls are the buns.
missed.
Everyone else will stand where I'm standing. X1, X2 fill.
Filling.
You fill.
Hit.
Why can't I see projectiles? Am I blind?
Oh, top utilities. Got to
TOBQ
turn off
roll.
the projectiles.
Nothing coming
You
your
haven't
way,
raided in a few days.
I can't see any
Range.
projectiles.
Range.
Ray range.
One
Anything
second, I'm
that
gonna turn the plugin
changes
off.
projectile-
Hold on. I just turned the plugin off. I'll be fine. Left 4. That's cursed. Why is there what's the issue with the plugin?
It's an
they
issue
changed the
with
API for projectiles.
Oh, can I put it back to default? Will that fix it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't go.
Oh, don't go!
Oh,
Don't
go.
go! Ah,
Yeah,
go!
yeah,
Go!
yeah,
Go!
yeah.
Go! Go!
Someone went.
No! Whoever ran
Someone
you
went.
trolled! No! Whoever's on the outside, you
Someone
just stand
clicked-
on the third row. Go through the maze as quickly as you can.
Go, go,
Bottom of
go.
orb order won't be able to see it. Just run out. Just run out. Just run out. Ah, good try.
Someone clicked the third one, and or the fourth one, and I followed, and he clicked back.
I hit.
Whoever is lowest in orb order on the inside can't go past the third row. Tiki, the ball, if it's on you, it looks like it's on Deus.
Man, I messed this whole thing up.
That's tragic. It's okay. It happens. It's a
So if you
bug
don't
with the.
see anything with the maze, what do you do then?
Your section of the maze is later then.
No,
The
I meant
maze
like
is
I
by
was like,
parts.
yeah,
So you would just do
yeah,
your
like
part of
I
the maze when you're
wasn't.
connected.
Oh, what happened?
That's so
Oh,
annoying with
tragic.
the top QOL doesn't show the projectiles.
So
I
question.
didn't know that caught me off guard. It's like, damn, I didn't see any orbs coming. Why am I why am I just dying? Am I tripping? You got this, potato.
So when I seen someone move up past the third one, I wasn't supposed to go?
No. Um Whoever's lowest in orb order should stay on the third row until everyone else has left them behind. If you're on the outside, you should be waiting until the third row is no longer red. You can use claw spec here, potato, if you've got it. Hammer works too.
Nope.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Nah, it's okay. Don't sweat it.
It's the not having to leave void. That's
No,
all it
it's
is.
fine. Don't worry about it.
It is.
He's gonna clutch it up.
Oh.
Potato's gonna tick eat every single one of these. No pressure, potato.
Oh my god. What a Chad.
Couple more swings.
I'm literally glad my wife's not home, or I'd be divorced right now if she's seen him.
You hit the super combat as well. You want to make sure you're swinging hard.
Did it?
One more swing. All right, man's out of here. That's
Thank
nice.
you.
I found out about that bug. I didn't know that. Haven't raided TOB in a couple days. That is correct. I think since like Thursday was the last time I raided, or maybe it was like Wednesday, right before the update. Anyway, go
Right.
ahead and equip your offense if you got offense. Drop your chins if you got chins. Drop any partial potions at the chest that you can't decant. Grab a stam first. Then you're gonna buy resource until you've got 3 things in your backpack that restore prayer. Santu counts as one of them. Then you can buy brews. If you have extra points, you'll buy and drop sharks. If you have extra points, you could buy and drop brews instead. Why is the
Okay,
sound
figure out
alert didn't play
items.
for me? I do see redeem that Canadian. I'm not sure why it didn't play.
No more voices
Did it
in
play
my
for
head.
stream? Go ahead and shop quickly.
Oh,
Make
it's
it to the next room. Did not play for stream. I will investigate that. I'm not sure why it didn't play.
so. Could you go over the potions one more time, real quick?
You're gonna buy stamina first. Always stam first. Then you're gonna buy resource until you have 3 things that restore prayer. Your Sandview counts as 1. And then you're gonna buy brews with your extra points. If you have extra points, you can buy and drop brews and sharks for your teammates. If you don't
Drop
have
my
enough points, you could fill with sharks or something. And the other details are like you want to sip and drop a range pod, drop chins, and equip your offhands to get more inventory space.
Oh shit! I left my range box.
I
Enter
kept
through the
mine on
center for
accident.
Zarpus. Your quadrant, your problem. Stay in your quadrant. Everywhere it's so someone is lost. Someone's in your quadrant. Kindly tell them to F off. If a second one spawns in your quadrant, I will hold it until you can take over. Make sure you center of your quadrant X1, X2. Same thing, rig. That we can make it within 1 tick to any exhumes that spawn. Center of your quadrants here. Take over when you can. Stay in your quadrant, rig.
All my tiles are gone.
Stay in your quadrant, rig. That's not your quadrant. Whoever got there first, X1, 2, or X3, it's in between 2 quadrants. You gotta cover those. If you have BGS, you're going to do a melee weapon into a BGS. Gonna delay the BGS a little bit so that it lands after all the hammers. If you have a hammer, do just 1 hammer. Make sure you're potted.
Then BGS?
No, don't hammer if you have BGS. Just do the BGSs afterwards. That's really weird that the pants bug.
That happened to my buddy a couple days ago. He couldn't see the projectiles and didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. Fuck.
If you have 50 spec, you could technically do the claw to fill right before the screech. I recommend just not doing it in Nullifar because it's gonna scare people. The marginal gain of like 1 tick or 1 swing. Not a lot.
I've actually had people die to that. They're like, "Wait, you hit him," and so I swung, and they just die. I heard
Your
the soap
redemption
bug
X12, don't die to poison.
if you have it set to TOA, I heard is
You have
what
melee per on
causes
X1, X2. You want redemption? Stop attacking, stop attacking. He's gonna screech here. Stand in your quadrant. Once he looks away from you, you will swing and then take your hands off the mouse.
Yep. Just ping ponging back and forth.
Dace, you can claw and switch to northwest if you want.
Oh my god.
Is this a good time to restart my RuneLite client? Like my attack timer and ground plugins and everything were off for this.
No. We're gonna be going to Berserk in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Between raids you can. Between raids you can.
Okay.
Go ahead and grab anything we had off the ground and go quickly in the next room. Go ahead and grab the staff if you have space. Oh, it's gonna have to be a really fast Berserk if we want to make time. We lost a lot of time at Soda, unfortunately. We might be able to still make it. We'll see. For P1, we're going to be swinging from pillar to pillar, west to east, east to west. Same thing as Orb Border, like from regular top. Everyone drop supplies in their quadrant. Try not to stack your supplies in hard mode top. Too late now, though. Fight is starting in Thrall. 2, 1, go. Mage Prayer should be on. Deus picks it up here. Rig, you're going to pick up with the west pillar, and Spec while heading east. X1, pick up the east pillar, Spec while heading west. Nice potatoes now. My staff. Pretty unlucky specs here. P2, you're up. That'd be Deus. If you're specking here, you want to be pulling up close while we spec. So you can reduce the projectile distance. Instead, off the pillar, range prayer piety. If you took damage, you'd brew up. Otherwise, sip sand feud to block out the poison. Pray range, pray piety, range per X1. Range per X1. If you're below 85 HP, you're gonna step away. Your 4 tiles are here, Rig.
Yeah, I
1,
know.
2,
My
3,
bad,
4.
I'm so
Hit the staff on. Hit them when they turn blue. Green becomes blue. Avoid the crabs. Avoid the crabs. Avoid the crabs. Oh boy, a couple crabs there. X1, X2.
Yeah. Just a couple.
I'll be taking over the southeast position. I'll go and stream in Discord for you. Let me go ahead and just open that up. There you go. So you can see the pattern from this position so you can get used to the click pattern.
Okay.
We're making a square basically. After 4 attacks, we could group up for a lightning share. Good job, Potato. Love to see it. Brew up. Rig, you should not be attacking below 85 HP.
Oh, my auto
Move and brew,
retaliate's
move
on.
and brew,
That's
move
why.
and brew. Once you've brewed, go ahead and sip restore.
Oh, it's 3 crabs on me. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I saw that coming.
Oh boy. If you go southeast potato, that'll make it so we don't have any lightning zaps. Mage prayer. Focus on getting your stats back up to 118. Make sure you're super combated fully. Divine active. What we got left here? Rigging a sip restore and then you sip super combo. You're 88 attack right now.
Okay.
Stay
Oh
motion,
my
stay
God.
motion while you hit the crab. Don't get caught by the cabbage, they hurt. Heal up. Get a couple brews in,
Yep.
then sip restore, then sip super combat. What is that?
Hey,
Some unlucky pathing from the crabs. They do a little chip damage when they expire, by the way. So I'm gonna be standing on top of them when they expire. Rig, what's your combat stats at?
they're
What is that?
where they're supposed to be now.
We affectionately call it a limp scythe here. If you're slinging below 118.
I'm
You're
hitting
good.
7s and 2s, which is kind of insane.
Come on, a couple hits here.
Oh, we didn't get her. That's alright.
Lane tanking is what carries P3. Sun rig. Good luck. Avenge if you avenge.
Oh, what the hell? Come on. How is that still doing that?
Sang on for crab. Hit it when it turns blue. Avoid it until it's dead. Position towards webs, position towards webs. Sip your stam.
I'm
Backline
too
skip.
early.
Never delay. Should be able to reduce its damage a little bit. I hit it with a T-bow. Just find a safe space out. It's unfortunate. We lose a lot of damage if we get caught during webs, but that's okay. Looks like tanks on rig. For yellows, I have the leftmost yellow. I have the westmost yellows. Rig, you have the centermost yellows. Potato, you have the eastmost yellows. If yours don't spawn, I'll tell you where to go. Potato, if 2 spawn on the east, you will go south. Potato goes southeast. Rig goes southwest.
Shit.
3 ticks between yellows. Make sure you're brewing up. 3, 4, 5, 6 under attack. 2, 3, 4 under, 5 attack. Make sure you're avenging. 2, 3, 4 under, 5 attack. I have to pass the ball. It's on me. Stay close. It's on you. Go ahead and brew up. Pass it to a teammate. Oh boy.
It's the rig.
Ouch. Claw specs when you can. Back crab's on you. Make webs, make webs.
Oh man, I'm terrible at this.
We're on. Zip stab.
I mean, your name is definitely Which you are.
Make sure you're potted, swinging hard. See your 118. Love to see that. If you know Pog take out a web, you're going to run to the corner, then run through. A little bit of delay scythe variation. I'll take the southwest, you take the northeast. One, two, three. 3, 4, 5, 6. Under attack. Spit 2 under attack. You want to learn how to Pog tank? Exclamation mark learn Pog in the chat. Passing the ball to you, passing the ball to you.
So do you require us to? Do you require us to know how to Pog tank to do this?
No.
Oh.
But if people
Okay.
look like they might have an idea of what they're doing, I'll try to help them.
Yeah, isn't Pog taking where you hit them, take one step up, back in, around? I watch my buddy do it all the time.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Does it.
Spit
I know.
2 under attack. That's all we're doing. Spit 2 under attack. We got webs here. We'll do counterclockwise webs here.
Honestly, I never realized you could just hit webs from any area that you're at.
As long as you're hitting in the center each time you can. More advanced strategies for speedrun teams will actually end up doing counterclockwise webs. That's an artifact of how they're tanking during P3 pre-enrage. Anyway, that's a completion for you guys. It's a little hard mode learner read. Big things from this raid. Any purples? Any pets?
No purples.
No dice. Let's go ahead and see. Let's do a little recap here. Try to help people kind of digest what happened during the raid. We had an incident on the Soat maze that was mostly due to me not realizing there was like an issue with one of the plugins and AFKing on the maze. That typically doesn't happen. But I want to explain how the tornado caught us on the Soat maze for a second, just so we understand how the mechanic works properly, so we don't get caught by it in the future. So the way that that mechanic works is the person lowest in orb order on the inside, once that person goes past the third row, it will spawn the tornado. Or if the person on the outside of the maze goes past the third row, that will also start the tornado on the inside of the maze. So both people need to be hanging back. The way we handle this mechanic from a team standpoint, if you want to make sure that it always has a little bit of slack for the people on the inside in case they're not very fast with the maze, you have the person lowest in orb order wait on the third row until everyone else has left them behind. Then they catch up by going quickly through the maze. And then whoever's on the outside waits until that third row is no longer illuminated red. Once that third row is no longer red, that means you can follow the last stuff through the maze and catch up. And if you follow that pattern, the tornado will never hit you in the maze unless like someone completely goes AFK in the middle.
So when I seen a guy move up one and I followed him and mine was at the very end, that means I was supposed to be last for the tornado to start, right?
Yeah. So if you see,
that's my fault.
Yeah, and I won't say it's your fault, but in more efficient raids, what you'll find is people will just one tick the maze and it'll be fine. Like they won't get caught by the tornado. But in LFR situations, or when you don't know if the people you're raiding with are going to go very fast through the maze, it's important that you give it a little slack, right? You kind of let your team make a little progress, and then you kind of zoom through the maze, catching up. That way, that tornado has much distance built between there's as much distance built as possible between the tornado and your team. But yeah, if you start raiding with people who are going like fast through the maze, then it's less of an issue. Do you have any other questions about the raid before we kind of wrap up for YouTube for this one?
Oh, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the raid.
Real quick about versus crabs. What's the proper what do you do?
Good question.
to start.
So versus crabs, there's a couple layers to it. Beginner friendly way of dealing with crabs. You're going to be basically putting your saying on and saying them when they turn blue. They'll be gray, then green, then blue. So anytime that a crab is green, it's about to be blue next. You will always max hit on those crabs, as long as you don't have splash armor on, which you shouldn't have with the gear setups we have. And as long as you're not like brewed down, you should be one-shotting the crabs.
So are
For
we supposed to aggro the crabs? Like hit them
the
with their
you,
attack
you
style?
just hit them
Like
when they're blue with the Sang. So you put the Sang on. When they turn blue, you just shoot them
oh,
with the Sang,
the
and you stay
same.
away from them. Uh, there's a very bold play I think from someone in the southeast this raid during P2 going for a swing on Versic during crabs. It didn't end very well for them. There's also a pathing situation that happened. Someone on the northwest, I believe, ended up pathing in the north between everything, which can get you sandwiched a little bit. You don't really want to end up there unless you're doing a more advanced variation called hard mode top Boak. So if you're going to
What's
be
that mean?
heading north, head northwest, not northeast. If you're on the northwest corner. Um, if
Okay.
you're going for a beginner friendly option, you want to be going into your corner as you solve these crabs, but not into crabs. And that'll make it so you have a lower chance of getting caught by the mechanic. And then the other kind of things you might have heard me mentioning, I had to call it a couple times. Staying fully potted is really important for our DPS. If we lose too much DPS, then Verzik just kind of beats us out by attrition. So we have to stay fully potted. That's why I'm kind of a stickler for like, are we all 118 stats the whole time? And I call people out, help them notice when their stats drop. That's like one of the big ones. And if you do those kinds of things and you handle mechanics, like kind of the fundamentals of each mechanic decently, then you'll end up clearing this raid pretty consistently as well. Any other questions about the raid?
Any like P3 of Versic tanking? I'm not like the first like 7 times stepping under her. Why wasn't she procting like range?
Say again.
Like stepping underneath her. You know, if you stay underneath her. I know that you did the perfect 1 tick hit cycle, like tanking the 1 tick type or what. I don't know
So,
what that
so
is, but
you're saying
I
why didn't
usually
she
like on normal
range?
tabs. Yeah, like
It's just
on normal
unlucky.
tabs, I would stand underneath her and she like would go range almost every single time. I know it's
No,
not a good way of tanking, and I
it's
need to
not
learn how to 1 tick tank.
there's variations for tanking. It's like beginner friendly tanking. I recommend people stand under Verzik until she commits to an attack, then you attack in response. It's random whether she'll mage or range. So you can't like influence whether it's range versus mage by standing under her. That's just it won't
Oh, you
melee if
can't?
you're underneath her. No. It's
Oh
just
my
random chance. So for for that, that's like the beginner level way of taking. The more advanced way of taking, you might
yeah.
have heard me calling it out. I use the audio cue of that pew noise. The Learn Pog video actually covers the timing or the audio cue as well. But the idea is you hear that pew noise, and then that's like number one if you're counting ticks, and then that's the front of the first tick, and then after 4 ticks on that fourth tick, I click under. And that means I'll be under Verzik on the tick she's scanning to melee. And if the person she's targeting is not within melee distance of her, i.e. either under her or away from her, she won't melee. Whether
Okay,
she mages or
so
ranges though, that's entirely random.
question, and this is the last one. So I have a 7 tick like metronome. Um, my buddy told me that as soon as we get past Bloods and we phase her, you immediately attack her, and whatever she attacks you on, it's 4 ticks. It's on that number every time. Is that
I
what that
mean,
is?
it's a 7 tick cycle until enrage procs, I
7 tick
guess.
cycle.
I'd
Yeah,
recommend not being too dependent on the metronome because you want to be able
on the
to
metronome.
understand from in hard mode top tank can swap to you, right? And
Yeah.
sometimes you can get disoriented if like something goes wrong. Um, and when the ball comes out,
You
it
saw what happened with that. None of my plugins were working, and I couldn't even do Zarpa because of my attack metronome there.
yeah the when the ball comes out, it actually adds a couple ticks to our attack cycle. That's adds a couple ticks, 2 ticks. So you can't
Oh, it
entirely
wouldn't even
rely
work.
on it.
Yeah.
Like it'll help. It'll work for the most part, but you don't want to be dependent on the plugins to understand how the boss is functioning. Like try to pay attention to the visual and audio cues that Jagex is giving us with the way the boss is, you know, cueing its animations, the way it's cueing its sounds, and use that to figure out when you're supposed to step under. If you go to there's a Versic sim that's pretty well made nowadays.
Yeah, what is that? I seen someone talking about that before we started.
Do I have a
That's how I
command for
learned how
P3
to.
sim? I
That's how I
might.
had like learned how to Versic
I
walk
might.
for P2. That's why I was just curious.
I will add a command for P3 sim after stream if I can find it. I'll throw it in the Twitch chat 'cause that's actually a useful tool. What I found most helpful was I would just go to entry mode and I would just grind with like a bronze pickaxe until I like had it down. I wasn't getting meleeed anymore.
Okay.
Hot Dog, welcome back. It's Hot Dog 2006. UIM Hot Dog 2006. Versicolsim, thank you for linking that. Adcom P3 Sim. There we go. And now P3 Sim should be linked in stream.
Like in the chat. How do
It's
I
in
find
Twitch.
it? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's in Twitch !/P3 Sim.
Oh,
So, alrighty. Any other questions about the raid?
oh, thank you so much, my man.
And no worries, Rick. Alrighty, let's wrap up for YouTube then. I appreciate all of you for watching. Shout out to all of you who like, all of you toppers who like the video. I like you. I hope you enjoyed it. For all of you taking on the theater, good luck and have good raids.